Okay, we're back for the final hole. This hole here is one of the hardest holes to eagle in the game, I think, just because it takes 3 shots, and on your 3rd shot, you're a long ways away for an eagle shot. So I will show you it. So it's really, really hard to albatross this hole. One of the hardest holes to albatross, that's for sure. So this is a rock shot, what I used here. You can use a quarterback, of course, but a rock 7, rock 8. I believe I'm going 2 top with a rock 7, or just over 2 top. We're trying to get away from the glitchy ball guide by the looks of it. Once we get off of that, then we know we're set up fairly good. You don't want it to be in the glitchy spot there. And rock 8, I went with 1.2 top spin. And I played this at plus 10% elevation. This we're just trying to hit it fairly close to the end and right down the middle.
Perfect shot.
Kingmaker, of course, it'll help with the 3rd shot. So yeah, this is just a nice, easy shot, getting her down there. 2nd shot, we want to use the club that has the most distance possible. For me, it's the big dog. And here is that big dog shot. Now, this is played really similar to how we played it in the opening round, I believe, and the qualification rounds. Nothing too fancy with this shot here. I'm not sure our elevation, I believe it was plus 5% we only played with it. Full top. 1 bar left, did we go here? You can see where we're aiming. Now this is kind of a crosswind, so we're not too worried about it. We'll have to give it just a slight bit of overpower, but not very much. You can see it's about 3/4 of a ball overpower, but you can see we're not giving it much overpower, just a little bit. More overpower you give it, the harder it is to hit perfect. So you want to be careful with that. It's not really, really important that we had overpower. But see that white spot there from the shadow? That's basically where we like to put it. It tells us what we have to do with our 3rd shot all the time. And here is our 3rd shot. Now with this shot, it takes a little bit of a trick for me anyways. This year, I believe we played this at plus 10% elevation. And I believe where our ball ended up in that white shadow there, we played 80% of the club. So this is not quite 100% of the thorn. This is 80% of the thorn. And I'm not even sure what we give this for backspin. I got 1.2 bars backspin marked down here on the paper. So it's 70 to 80% on the slider here. Play flag right edge. I believe I wanted to favor the right hand side of that flag too on this particular hole. Because see how it went left, how it's drifting to the left? We almost missed this shot. Because for me, doesn't happen with other people too much, but I noticed for me, it likes to go to the left, drift to the left. So I found out, I want to try to line up that ball guide to the right of that flag, if you can do that. That's how I did it in pro, and I believe I was having the same problem in rookie. Yeah, about 1.5 back is what I went here. Because we're using the thorn 7, and look at the tip of the ball guide. See, it looks like we're right center of the flag here. To me, right center. I should have been favoring just to the right of the the flag stick a little bit. But we did go about 80% of the slider, I believe, on here. And we played this at plus 10 elevation.
Perfect shot.
Other than that, if you can hit it perfect there, you got a real good chance to get yourself an eagle. Like I had mentioned, it's a long eagle, but it's still an eagle. And if you can finish with an eagle on here, you're doing well. So that's it, folks. That's the 9 holes. And I don't know how much content I'm going to be having in the future, because they switched over to this new tier system like I had mentioned, and I don't really think it's fair for the prizes I should say, like the banners, the prizes, the balls. You end up using more balls. Like you notice, we use quite a few kingmakers, and if you don't finish in the top 3 or 10 basically in a tournament, you're not even going to get your balls back almost. So, top 10 anyways you would, but lower than that you're not. And the competition's a lot more fierce now, because you got the best people in the game playing. So they're going to have to change things a little bit, but hopefully I'll be back in the future. Other than that, thanks very much for keeping in touch with me, folks. I got another game I've been playing here. I'm going to put out content for that here within a day or two, and we'll see if you like that. Maybe you guys want to give that a try. But in the meantime, stick around. I'm sure I'll be back sooner or later. Thanks very much for watching, folks, and good luck in the future. And take good care of yourselves. Bye for now.